Illuminations at 10 o'clock.
Tonight we are pleased to present A Visual Journey, an international fantasy of music and light. We're about to embark on a sparkling abstract expedition around World Showcase. With the music as your passport, we'll discover sights and sounds from colorful ports of call. And to celebrate our journey, the countries will be united by the festive elements of water, fire, and light. And now, let your imagination be your guide as Epcot Center proudly presents Illuminations.
cheesecake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's better. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day. Up when the sun is fading away. While we be putting more time to floating under the sea. Hey, the birds start to play. We got the spirit, you got to hear it under the sea. Ha! The flute play the flute, the cock play the harp, the bass play the bass, and the sound the shout, the bass play the brass, the drum play the drum. The flute is the duke of soul. The lady, the lady, on the stage, the town rock, the young, the black, the she, the smell and the spot, they know where it's at, they know that blood is.
Dear sweet child, that's what I do. It's what I live for. To help unfortunate merfolk like yourself. Poor souls with no one else to turn to. I'll make a potion that will turn you into a human for 3 days. If he kisses you before sunset on the 3rd day, you'll remain human permanently. But if he doesn't, you turn back into a mermaid and you belong to me. Have we got a deal?
If I become human, I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
That's right. But you'll have your man. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? Oh, and there is one more thing, sweet cakes. No more talking, singing, zip.
But without my voice.
You'll have your voice, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the importance of body language. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice.
just your voice, you poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but if you want to cross a bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead inside the scroll. Flotsam jetsam, now I've got the boys. The boss is on the road. This.
What would I do to have you be smiling at me?
She really does love him, doesn't she, Sebastian?
It's like I always say, Your Majesty. Children got to be free to lead their own lives.
Then I guess there's just one problem left.
And what's that, Your Majesty?
How much I'm going to miss her.
Out of the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, that was the show, live and animated show. We're on our way over to the soundstage inside the Magic, Disney Magic, soundstage 1, 2, and 3 tour. See how they make movies. This is Inside the Magic, Special Effects and Production Tour.
Good morning, welcome to Inside the Magic. Come on in. Choose any one of the 4 rows. We do have 4 rows for your convenience. Next tour should be leaving in approximately 9.5 minutes.
Can I look at this first?
Yeah.
She'll need a tour guide throughout the rest of the tour. You want to stick with her?
Going on a tour now.
Those of you in the front row there, once you get where you're going, you might want to lean up against the back rail so you can see these television monitors hanging from the ceiling of the club. They play a very important part in our show. First stop, the special effects water tank. And to get an idea of how a tank like this can be used, take a look at those overhead monitors. Now, in the famous squid fight going 20,000 leagues under the sea, that giant squid was a monstrous marvel, known as a full-size mechanical effect. And the Poseidon Adventure, huge dump tanks created a tidal wave that rolled over a scaled-down model fish liner. Well, here at the Disney MGM Studios, we have our own dump tanks. And we also have our own mechanical marvel. It's our pilot house. Now, she's a life-size replica of a pilot house that she fought on an actual tugboat. And in this case, she's a replica of a pilot house and our model tugboat in Misfortune. And today, these effects are going to help us create a storm at sea. Now, our model will be used for long shots. Our mock-up will be used for close-up shots. But first, we rock our mock-up. That creates motion on the high seas. But to make it a little more believable, I'm going to add some wind and some rain and a very large wave. Watch. Now, we're going to take the scene we just shot. We're going to edit it together with some footage we shot of our miniature tug earlier in a similar water tank using the same wind and rain effects. If you take a look at your monitors, we'll show you how by using miniatures, mechanical effects, and 403 gallons of water, we can recreate a classic high-seas adventure. That's how we do a storm at sea in a water tank. Pretty simple. What about a battle scene at sea? It's something totally different. Take a look at your monitors and I'll explain. As you can imagine, filming a full-scale naval battle at sea can really sink a film's budget. Not like we have some today, so let's create a scene of our own. Okay, we're off in the deepest, darkest regions of our special effect water tank when all of a sudden we spot a battleship off in the distance. This one over here. And we send a torpedo right through our midship, fire one. Whoa, hey, great shot. Whoa, wait a minute, they're manned down. Plane's coming in at 10 o'clock. Duck, everybody! Well, that was a close one. Well, I'm sure glad that's over with. Thanks, you. The explosions you just saw were created by underwater air cannons. The pressurized air was blasted up through the surface of the water, creating the explosion. Smaller versions of the same thing created the machine gun fire back and forth across the tank. And the fire you saw around the battleships was actually propane gas being set off by a pilot light behind the ship itself. So, as you can see in the movies, it got the right effect. The results can be quite explosive. Now, would you please turn and follow your tour guide, Lisa. She's going to take you right around the corner, up the ramp, indoors to our special effects workshop. Bye, everybody.
Very good. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
All the way around, there are 2 levels to choose from. You can take as many pictures or videotape as you like right now. A little later on, there'll be some photo restrictions. I'll be showing them.
Some of you may have recognized Johnny number 5 here, Short Circuit 2.
Appears fluid and lifelike, as in the scorpion scene from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Now, miniatures play an important part in special effects. This drawbridge and ferry boat are 2 of the miniatures used in the film Dick Tracy. Now, in this particular scene, 4 different elements were used: live action, miniatures, animation, and something called enhancement. How do they all come together? Visual effects. Because they were all used to create Tracy Town. First, all of the live action scenes were filmed in front of a painted flat on the studio back lot. Warren Beatty chased the kid along 100 feet of fake railroad track. Then, 6,000 hours of labor went into the construction of this 1-ton model train, and a detailed miniature set to go along with it. Now, the speed of the live actors and that of the miniatures had to match, but the steam train was really powered by a computer. computer-driven cable system, so we can adjust its speed to match the movement of the actors we filmed. And the square object in front of the train is a mirror. It reflects the image of the oncoming train over into the camera lens. On film, it would look like the train ran right into the camera without demolishing our camera. And to film the rest of the scene, a matched painting had to be created, like the ones below the monitors and displayed on the walls. To do that, film of the live actors and the film of the miniatures are projected onto a sheet of glass, so an artist could paint in the background. Finally, the twinkling stars, flashing neon signs, and colored smoke are all animated to complete the scene. All that work for a sequence that lasts only 11 seconds. So as you can see, from special effects, we combine a lot of imagination and a little technical know-how, just about anything. You could go in